guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jackie O. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. And if you are not new, you know what? I appreciate you. Thank you for coming back. You're smart. You're loyal. So recently on my channel, I did a top products under $10 and I talked about my favorite go-to beauty products that just so happen to have been conveniently priced under $10, and the video did so well and a lot of you guys were like, do it again, bravo, bravo. So I was like, okay, well let me just go ahead and maybe try to do a top products under 25. I'm actually gonna start off with some skincare stuff. So I managed to find a couple skincare products that I do like that just happen to be at the drugstore and priced under $25. This is a rare finding. This is a very rare finding. One of them is actually a new launch. This one is from the brand called Soap and Glory. It is their Wish Upon a Jar. This is a 14-day peptide rejuvenating moisturizer. They just recently sent this to me and it's been a godsend. I've been using it at night and it does not feel super tingly on my overly sensitive skin right now, so this is a plus. I also, quick tip, I like mixing this with beauty oils or like face oils. This is very, very important. If you're gonna use an oil on your face, it has to be a face oil. I know a lot of you guys like coconut oil. I know a lot of you guys like vitamin E oil. Do you, fam? To each its own, no judgment. I've tried them all. I used to use coconut oil on my skin actually for quite some time now, and I've come to not really like it. I find it to be personally on my skin. I'm not saying you cannot use it. I'm giving you my reaction to it. When I used coconut oil on my face, I found that it was a little clogging, which it is considered a comedogenic oil. So it's not technically supposed to be used on the face, even though I love it for everything else. Like my body, my hair, paying my bills, like coconut oil cleared my debt. Like it's just doing everything for me. Okay, so if you're looking for a face oil, one that I really, really like is the new one from Cover Effects, but that one's like $50. It's expensive. I had realized that I had the Farsali Rose Gold Elixir. It will not clog your pores. Just for an FYI, if you're new, I have oily combination skin, and I find that including a face oil in my regimen now just makes my skin feel plump and healthy and youthful. And I know in our brains we think oil with oil, no, but together, they are so amazing. This one infused with a heavy night cream like this. All you need is like 1 or 2 drops and girl, your skin will be thanking you in the morning. Another one that I really, really like from the drugstore is a Neutrogena brand one. This is their Hydro Boost Gel Cream. This is their extra dry skin formula. I don't know if I would necessarily recommend it for extra dry skin because I don't consider my skin to be extra dry, but I do like it. Okay, I do like it. This is another one that I like rotating as a night cream. I get so many compliments lately on my skin and my videos, and a lot of you guys have been telling me that I have this youthful glow, and I'm glad to know that because I'm definitely not pregnant. I've been incorporating setting sprays into my makeup routine. 2 that I really, really like that I wanted to include in my last video but couldn't because they were just over the price limit are these from Pixi by Petra. They have 2 different kinds. They have the Makeup Fixing Mist. One of them has rose water and green tea, it's the pink one, and then they have the Glow Mist with propolis and argan oil. I do have to be quite honest, I like the green one slightly more. I feel like this one is definitely a glow mist, and this is the one that I use today. You give it a quick shake, 2 or 3. You don't want to go overboard on the setting sprays because they'll start to like actually do the exact opposite. They'll make the makeup start to break up and it's not cute. But I think that for the drugstore, these are really, really good buys, and it's almost kind of like that top tier version of what you would find at Target. This single makeup tool has literally changed the game for me ever since I started using it a couple years ago, and I have been faithful to this tool, and I've since then gone on to buy like 15 or 20, and that is the Beauty Blender sponge. Now, if you watch all of my makeup tutorials, you know it makes a cameo in practically all of them, unless I'm just doing something different. Honestly, I think that if you've used the Beauty Blender, only those of you know the power that can be unleashed from using this tool. I mean, it just makes, especially blending like other under eye concealer, the Beauty Blender will go behind and kind of pick up where the brushes last left off, if that makes sense. And this is not like other sponges in the market. Like there's a lot of dupes and they're good dupes, but they're not like the Beauty Blender. They're just not. Like there's no other way to put it. I have another product that shows up in pretty much every tutorial, and this is the Sacha Buttercup powder. This is pretty much the powder that I feel like changed the game because everybody was talking about banana powder, and it's still a good powder, but I feel that the banana powder is a little bit more stage appropriate. I think that the Sacha Buttercup is way more buttery. If you're on the hunt for a good translucent, like real translucent setting powder that's got a little bit of color, definitely check that one out if you haven't already. I don't know why I feel like I featured this next product in my previous video. I guess I didn't, but this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation. I think that it's definitely one of the better drugstore foundations. I do think they need to work on their shade range. I've yet to hear anyone say anything negative about this foundation. You're looking for something to help tone down oils in your skin and something that photographs really well and stays matte, definitely check this one out. Next, I have a concealer. This one is a really full coverage, amazing concealer. And every time I try a little bit more products from this brand, I'm slowly but surely blown away. This is the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. Top-notch full coverage, beautiful concealer, hands down. It is moderately priced at just under, I want to say $22, maybe $24. And it lasts me a long time because a teensy bit goes a long way. The L'Oreal True Match is also another really big popular product here on the beauty world, and a lot of people talk about it and a lot of people recommend it for many obvious reasons. Do you know how hard it is to find a foundation that is formulated with warmth, golden undertones, that does not turn red in an hour? I don't know what it is about the drugstore foundations, but I feel like a lot of them do that, I guess because of the quality of the ingredients that they tend to use. So you have to be careful with that. But on me, this one does not oxidize at all. It's got beautiful coverage, and the shade that I use is Cappuccino in 8. This next product came as somewhat of a pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did when I first tried it, and that is the BH Studio Pro. It is a concealing palette. This, honestly, I've been using this palette here, the corrector shade, more than my other correctors, my go-to correctors. And it just makes applying foundation so much easier because when you correct all of the little blemishes and the little things that we want to hide with foundation anyway, when you correct that stuff first, guys, you don't have to use nearly as much product as you did if you hadn't corrected. The next product that I have is one of my favorite makeup lines. These are the ColourPop range of Super Shock Cheek Shadows. My favorite of them all has to be Parasol. This one launched with their strobing kit a couple months ago. This palette most definitely holds the first place title, and that is the Sonia Kashuk. It is their Eye on Neutral Matte. Lord. Okay, first of all, I like the size of the palette. I like the fact that it's compact. I can travel with this. It's got like every flesh toned matte eyeshadow that you can think of. This is a good palette to use with other palettes because it's completely all matte. There's no shimmer in it. So if you want to add more dimension to the look, you may want to keep that in mind. And then I'm a huge fan of the Wet n Wild palettes, which I discovered actually around this time last year. And I was like, why did I not know Wet n Wild was this bomb? But I tried the Comfort Zone palette. Out of all of them, this one is my favorite. It's got like warm greens. It's got like your fall colors, a duochrome green, emeralds, a nice like oxblood in there. It's got a gold. It's just all shimmer. This probably actually, I think that these two palettes together are going to be really good because you've got a combination of mattes in here and then you've got shimmers. These two will probably get along really well. Now the next eye products that I want to talk about come in the form of pigments. These are for the bold girls who like a little bit more of that pop of color. These are actually from Sugar Pill. I actually just brought like some of my favorites that I wanted to mention to you guys. I really like Penelope. It is like a pumpkin spice latte in a jar. Royal Sugar is their Royal Blue, and it's so beautiful. Now if you're more of a cream eyeshadow kind of gal, have no fear. I've got just the thing for you. These are from Jouer. These are like a more recent favorite of mine, like in the past couple months. And their cream eyeshadow crayons will run you about $21 each, I believe $24 each. So just under $25. And I have quite a few favorites. I have Abstract, which is a black. I like using that one for like my smoky dark looks, my blacks, my grays. I have Avant Garde, which is a true blue, so beautiful. And the thing about cream eyeshadows is they're actually pigmented enough to be used on their own. I have Venetian, which is an olive green, one of my favorite colors, and I'm wearing that underneath my eyes today. And then I have Baroque, which is a gold. Every girl needs a gold eyeshadow base. This is definitely one of those like, okay, this is my everyday color. Like you can wear this every single day. It is soft enough to be worn on its own. When it comes to brows, I'm very loyal, and I'm typically very faithful. I don't change my brow products very often. I used to be like that. Lately, I've been branching out. Now, recently, I've been using the IT Cosmetics. This is their new line of skinny brow pencils. I've only been able to find these on the actual IT Cosmetics website so far. I don't know if they plan on actually launching in Ulta, but they are amazing. The reason why I really, really like these in particular, not only for the formula, the consistency, but I go back and forth between dark brown, and then on top of that, I'll put Auburn. My all-time favorite mascara. One of my, well, I can't really pick one. I really can't. But it is the Too Faced Better Than Sex, and I was actually surprised that it costed as much as it does, because I really feel like this is definitely a product. If they wanted to charge more, they could, because one of my favorite high-end products, high-end mascaras is the YSL Shocking, but that's like $40, $30, $40, and that's, to me, it's expensive for mascara. I feel like this performs just as good, and it'll run you 21 bucks. By the way, I did a really cool mini tutorial. I'm not sure when it's coming out. I know it's coming out this month, but I did a tutorial with Too Faced, and I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks on how to properly apply the mascara. So if you aren't already following their channel, just an FYI, keep a lookout, an eye out on that video on the Too Faced YouTube channel, and I will be showing you step by step how to get them lashes on fleek with that mascara, so stay tuned. The next product is actually a brush cleanser. I don't talk a lot about brush cleansers. Please, if you guys are curious to know how I like spot clean my brushes weekly, I would love to do a video on that, or maybe I'll snap it one day, because snapper is just kind of like a quick, easier way to do something like that. But anyway, Miss Casanova brush cleanser. This is not actually the bottle that costs under $25. This is the only one I have, but it removes brush, like it gets those brushes clean. Like girl. They actually came up with this really, really cool system. It's called My Dirty Little Secret. And what it is it's like okay, all right. This is one of those moments where you realize that you aren't quite an independent woman and you do need a man. All right, so basically, it's got a sponge inside of it, okay? You put the product inside of that. I think you fill it up like halfway, and then you dip your sponge in that, and the sponge in there kind of like acts as a cleanser to get the product off. Honestly, the Dirty Little Secret really, really makes it so much freaking easier, okay? All of the products I have now are lip products. Surprise, surprise. These are the Meet Matte Hues from The Balm. They're beautiful. I just so happened to pick out 4 of my favorites. They smell like mint chocolate chip cookies. Exactly like mint chocolate. I don't even like mint chocolate chip cookies, but I like that like on my mouth. It smells so good, and they're not drying or anything like that. They're not crusty. They don't like separate or peel, or they're just good. They're bomb. They're amazing. Please, The Balm, please come out with more colors. I beg of you. More nudes, okay? From me. For us. Thank you. Artist Plexi-Glosses from Makeup Forever. I've noticed that this year they've come out with a full range. They came out with a full range of glosses. They came out with a full range of primers. They came out with a full range of lashes. And then now we're talking about the glosses. They're not sticky. They're not like crusty. They don't like gather like the little line of death right there. I have number 201, which is a kind of like baby pink. And then I have 100P, which is a true nude. It reminds me a lot of See-Through from MAC, because it's nude, but it's got like gold, slight gold shimmer in it. And then I have 406, which is a deep ox blood that you can use with like your reds and your berries, and they're just really, really pretty. One of the best thing that MAC does, in my opinion, is lipsticks. They've got a full shade range. They've got different finishes, glossy finishes, satin finishes, matte, ultra mattes. Like they have a little bit of something for everyone in their entire lipstick range. And the last product in the entire video are one of my favorite lip products. They are the Too Faced Melted series. I love all of them. I love the metallics. I didn't think I would like the metallics as much as I actually did, but these are your liquid lipstick in a tube cream form. They're super pigmented, and they are slightly drying. That's because I have really, really dry lips, but not like to where I'm irritated where I don't want to wear them at all. That's pretty much all I got. I really hope that you guys found this video helpful. Hopefully you found some new products that are fairly inexpensive that you may want to branch out and try. If you guys have any video requests, please don't hesitate to leave them down below. I would love to chat with you guys on what's new, what's happening, what's crack-a-lackin'. So please chat with me down below. And if you are not subscribed, I would love to have you back. So please be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out. And give this video 2 thumbs up if you enjoy these types of videos. If you want to see more of these types of videos, I can find different ways to come up with a 30 under 30. I don't know. I'm just going to get creative. I'm going to leave it in your hands. I want to hear from you. And again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you on my next video. Bye.